Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a truly mind-bending chapter of the Quran, Surah 99, also known as Surah Az-Zalzalah. And guys, what makes this text so absolutely fascinating is its cinematic shift in scale. I mean, we're going to start by looking at massive, planetary-level destruction, and then we're going to zoom all the way in to the microscopic weight of our everyday invisible actions. It is quite literally a journey from the collapse of the cosmos, right down to those quiet choices you make when nobody else is watching. Let's get into it.
What is the matter with her? Just pause for a second and imagine the sheer panic, the absolute bafflement behind that question. According to the text we're diving into today, this is the exact cry that will erupt from humanity when the Earth starts behaving in terrifying, completely unprecedented ways. We are talking about a moment where the very ground beneath our feet, the ultimate symbol of stability, suddenly becomes the source of our undoing. It's a total, unimaginable reversal of the natural order as we know it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The ultimate shaking. The end of the temporary world. To really grasp that initial panic, we have to look at the macro-level view of what this scripture describes as the Day of Judgment. The surah describes the earth being shaken to her utmost convulsions. Picture the most violent, intense physical shaking you can possibly imagine. We're not talking about a localized earthquake hitting a fault line. This is a convulsion that ripples across the entire globe, simultaneously. It's catastrophic. It's fast-paced, total planetary destabilization, where absolutely nothing is left standing. This isn't just a natural disaster. This is the definitive end of the temporary world. And right as this shaking reaches its absolute peak, the Earth literally throws up her burdens. Everything buried deep down within the planet, hidden secrets, natural resources, and, yes, human beings themselves will be violently expelled. Humanity is left completely stunned. The world they thought they governed, it's actively dismantling itself right in front of their eyes.
Now, to understand why this happens, we have to look at a core concept, al-Mumita, which is God's power and ability to destroy his own creation. The sources point out that this is actually a pivotal concept in Islam, as well as other monotheistic faiths. The exact same divine force that so beautifully crafted and organized the universe, well, it holds the absolute, undeniable power to unmake it too. It is a really stark reminder of just how fragile humanity is compared to that ultimate divine authority.
Moving on to Section 2, the Earth as Witness, a cosmic courtroom.
So, here is where the narrative takes this brilliant and totally unexpected pivot. We move away from the pure physical destruction of the planet and step straight into a cosmic courtroom, which brings us to a highly suspenseful question. In this ultimate courtroom, who will actually testify against us? Think about it. When there are no human witnesses around for the things we do in private, who is going to step up to the stand?
Well, the answer is the earth itself. The scripture reveals that on that day, the earth will declare her tidings. It is given direct inspiration by the Lord to actually speak out. The very ground you walk on, the soil you build your entire life upon, it becomes the ultimate, inescapable witness to every single action you have ever taken. It holds the complete, unedited record of human history.
And this brilliantly illustrates a deeply modern lesson from the sources. They specifically highlight how the Earth's testimony directly relates to our environment. The Earth will literally testify against environmental abuse, things like needlessly cutting down trees, polluting, or wasting resources. But conversely, it will fiercely advocate for those who practice environmental stewardship. Doing something as simple as, say, turning off the tap to save a little water, or quietly planting a tree. Those are massive deeds that the Earth records and will bring forward. It elevates ecological conservation to a truly sacred duty.
All right, let's slow things down a bit for Section 3, an atom's weight, microscopic deeds. We are shifting away from that roaring, cosmic scale of planetary earthquakes, and we're stepping into something highly intimate. The scale zooms all the way in to just one atom. The texts emphasize that anyone who has done an atom's weight of good shall see it, and anyone who has done an atom's weight of evil shall see it. Just think about how incredibly tiny an atom is. It is literally invisible to the naked eye. Yet this concept guarantees that even a deed that incredibly small is perfectly recorded, preserved, and weighed for judgment. Absolutely nothing slips through the cracks.
To process all of this, the text explains that humanity will proceed in distinct groups or companies to be shown their deeds. Basically, people are sorted out so that every single individual is confronted with the exact weight of their actions. You are brought face to face with every single atomic weight of good you put out into the world.
and every single atomic weight of evil.
This brings us to our final section, Section 4, the comfort of justice, profound relief.
Now, at first glance, this level of microscopic accountability might sound kind of terrifying, right? But for a believer, knowing that every tiny detail is tracked actually brings immense psychological security. It translates directly into practical moral outcomes. When you know an atom's weight is recorded, it creates this incredibly powerful sense of accountability. It motivates people to walk the straight path, abstaining from lying, cheating, and gossip. It helps believers ignore temporary worldly distractions, like an obsession with money or fashion, so they don't go astray. Instead, it really encourages following the pillars of Islam, and most importantly, consistently performing those unnoticed good deeds, knowing full well that they are seen by God.
This idea is perfectly captured in the sentiment, no good deed will go unnoticed, no bad deed will remain unpunished. Think about how deeply comforting that is. If you've ever done something good without getting any recognition, like, say, quietly picking up rubbish off the street when literally no one was looking, this guarantees you are seen. And on the flip side, if you've been wronged, disrespected, or hurt by someone and they never faced earthly justice, this surah provides the ultimate comfort. The scales will absolutely be balanced.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer, and I want to leave you with a critical question to reflect on. What are your unnoticed atoms of good or evil? The next time you think a small choice just doesn't matter, remember that the earth is recording, and every single atom carries weight. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I challenge you to think about the unseen weight of your daily choices as you step back out into the world.